What comes to mind when you hear the word Titanic? A magnificent ship, a tragic disaster, a blockbuster film? The Titanic was all these things and more, but how much do you really know about its history and fate? The Titanic was the second of 3 Olympic-class liners built by the White Star Line, a British company that wanted to compete for profitable transatlantic passenger trade with its rival Cunard. The Titanic was designed to be the largest, most luxurious and technically advanced ship of its time, with a length of 882 feet and a width of 92.5 feet, and amenities like a swimming pool, a gymnasium, a library, and a grand staircase. In this video, we'll discuss the construction, maiden voyage, and sinking of the Titanic, and uncover some facts and myths surrounding this famous ship. Construction of the Titanic began on March 31, 1909, at the Harland and Wolff shipyard in Belfast, Ireland, and took over 2 years to complete. The ship was built by thousands of workers who used over 3 million rivets to hold the ship's steel plates together. The ship was divided into 16 watertight compartments designed to contain flooding in case of damage. The ship also had 4 funnels, but only 3 were functional. The 4th was included for aesthetic reasons and to balance the ship's external appearance. On May 31, 1911, the Titanic was ready for launch, but this was not the end of its construction process. The fitting out phase of the Titanic, which included the installation of engines, boilers, propellers, and interior furnishings, continued until March 1912, when the ship was finally ready for its first voyage. The Titanic's inaugural voyage was set to begin on April 10, 1912, in Southampton, England, and end on April 17, 1912, in New York City, USA. The ship could accommodate 2,435 passengers and a crew of 892, but it was not fully booked for its first voyage. Passengers were divided into 3 classes, first, second, and third, each with different levels of comfort and service. The Titanic began its maiden voyage on April 10, 1912, from Southampton, stopping at 2 points in Europe, Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, Ireland, before crossing the Atlantic Ocean. The journey of the Titanic was smooth and uneventful until the night of April 14, 1912, when the ship encountered a deadly obstacle, an iceberg. At 11:40 p.m., the Titanic's lookout spotted an iceberg directly in the ship's path and alerted the captain. The ship's officers tried to steer the ship away from the iceberg, but it was too late. The ship collided with the iceberg, causing a large gash along one side of the ship. The ship's design could only withstand flooding in up to 4 compartments, but the problem arose when 6 compartments were filled with water, causing the ship to slowly begin to sink. The Titanic was a remarkable ship that met a tragic end. Its construction, maiden voyage, and sinking are all part of its fascinating history and legacy. The story of the Titanic has captivated the world for over a century, inspiring countless books, films, and documentaries. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like,